So we've got two missing. Bill,
I didn't know about Bill.
okay,
He did tell me though. You had a meeting before.
okay.
Yeah, Bill didn't say why he wasn't gonna be here, he just said he wasn't gonna be here.
Good evening, everyone. Glad everybody's with us tonight, a few anyway. This is a call city council meeting, Tuesday, June the 18th. First thing we need to do is a roll call. We are missing two council members. That would be Lisa Newberry and Bill Duvall. But we do have a quorum. We'll move on. We need a motion to adopt the agenda, please.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion. We have a second? Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. With that said, we'll move right into Human Resource Committee and Hunsinger.
Mr. Mayor, we need to discuss the budget. I think we just vote on it. Is that correct?
That's
correct.
correct. There's no more public hearings.
Right.
Of course, obviously, y'all can discuss it all you want to and do anything, but yeah, it's ready for a vote if y'all are.
Okay.
Well, Ann, can I still just ask one question?
Well, no, I was going to open it for questions.
Oh, okay,
Absolutely.
I'm
How about
sorry,
it?
I'm sorry,
No,
I'm sorry.
how about it? Do you have any
You
questions?
want me to go ahead? Oh, okay.
Are we going back to
No,
page
yeah.
one?
No, I just wanted to ask Danny, because you didn't get back with me on that, assets thing, the 254 Main Street. We're still working on that.
We've asked him to remove that.
Is there any chance we're gonna get some money back on that if we've been
No,
paying?
because I asked the question, do they insure in each individual building? And it's not, it's like a car. It's a group of cars. It's not like each individual car. But we're still working on some of the assets and adding some stuff to it.
Okay, so will that change anything in our budget, or will it change?
We won't know until we get the premium. They're renewing it. Hopefully have it to the underwriters this week, Christie. Is that what they said? So usually it's in July after. But you know, this is just an estimate what we think it's gonna cost because we go off last year's numbers. It could go up, it could go down. Usually they're been going up here lately. But they're working it now to bid it out to insurance carriers.
But they're gonna reassess all the properties on that list, or they're gonna revisit all of those, or just,
They take the whole list and rebid it to the insurance companies. I don't know how they do it. But we're still adding some stuff and deleting some stuff from that list. We're doing that as of today.
okay,
There were some pump stations that was on there, that we decommissioned this year, so we had to remove those.
okay,
So we looked at everything since that one thing was found.
okay. All right, thank you.
Hopefully we'll have that
Well, I had a
July,
thought.
maybe,
I
August.
wondered if they drove those values off of the balance sheet and the fixed assets before they were depreciated. If that's how that, because, you know, there was a big question about where the numbers came from, and it would make sense that they would have pulled them from the balance sheet years and years ago before they were depreciated.
A lot of times they're just estimators.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of
so-
times it's just an automated estimator
Yeah.
system that is there. They're probably not even pulling up. We can give them stated values.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they're going to do an estimator and tell you
Well-
what they're going to insure.
So we'll
it
be
for.
able to adjust, should the budget go down for that, that wouldn't be, I mean, that's not going to be an issue at all, will it?
No.
But speaking of that, because this is not in my wheelhouse, you mentioned depreciation. So have we been depreciating this the whole time? Does that affect our budget in any way? If we've got a building on there that doesn't exist with contents that don't exist,
Not if it's fully depreciated, we've already expensed it off.
but we don't know that we have?
On that old of a building?
So you don't have depreciation on your governmental function side. You do have depreciation on your enterprise fund side. So this is, you know, it gets real confusing real easily for those
God
that
bless
are
you.
in the business world dealing with depreciation. So on your enterprise fund side, you'll see a depreciation expense. It relates to, these are my words, not the accountant's words, essentially capital reserves or planning for replacement in the future. But on the government side, like this building, there's never going to be depreciation on this building
So
or the
plant and
police
stuff
department
depreciates,
building.
but buildings don't.
So.
Thank you.
Any other questions? That being said, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the budget as presented by Danny, both meetings last week.
With the two adjustment caveats of the 75,000 versus the 85,000 on the hotel motel tax.
Correct.
And the addition of that 25 cents a cup
Correct.
charge on the
For the
downtown
downtown,
cups.
that's correct.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second? Second. Okay, we have a motion. We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 4-0. Okay, and anything else, Ann?
No, sir, thank you.
Okay. Then we'll move on to Public Safety Committee. Ms. Long.
I'm going to call Chief Lowry up. First thing we're going to discuss is the 24-25 Walton County School District IGA for the school resource officers. It's all yours, Chief.
Thank you, ma'am. Mayor and council, this is the standard IGA that we renew each year that covers our agreement with the Walton County School District for providing school resource officers to two schools in the city limits, the high school and, of course, Bay Creek Elementary School. There's no change really in any of the wording or any part of the agreement from last year. The amount of the compensation is the same as it was last year. And I have checked with both Sheriff's Office and Monroe PD to make sure that we're all aligned, and we are. That amount for this year is $66,897.46 per school. So the total agreement as part of this IGA, the total payment would be $133,794.92. And we would ask for a motion to approve for the mayor to sign this agreement.
And that keeps a school resource officer in every school in Loganville city limits?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
Is there any
Every public school, yes, sir.
Is there any questions from anybody? Okay, then I make the motion that we approve the 2020 Walton County School District IGA for the school resource officers.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have several seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? It is approved.
The second item, we're going to table that till July, since this just came to me on Friday, and I wasn't able to speak to my committee for any length of time. Nobody was able to get back to me till Sunday, and then again today. And then Chief Johnson being out of town, he was fine with tabling this till the questions got answered. And I know that Brandon has asked me, could I not just go ahead and let somebody else answer the questions? The thing is, since I didn't know we were doing that and we'd already planned to table it, my questions are not here, as well as my other committee members, Bill and Lisa, are not here. And I know Lisa had some concerns and some questions, so I would just like to table that till the July meeting. And Chief is fully aware that by tabling that, that the vehicle may not be available any longer, and he said that wasn't a problem. He would just put another request in until, and then another one, when another one comes up, we would address it then.
Okay, we have a motion to table. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Item is tabled.
Okay,
You're
thank you.
talking 30 days? Or
It'll be at the
next?
July meeting, yeah.
July meeting, okay.
Yeah, so that's just a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
I do have a question, though. How long does it take to get these vehicles?
We're still waiting for the ones we ordered in July of last year that we were going to cancel.
So is this considered delaying is okay, I guess is my ultimate question.
Yeah, we've, Ford is, they're not telling us, but I think Chief will speak to this. Greg, you want to speak? Because I know I'll let Greg speak. He handles this.
Okay.
So, Mayor and Council, good evening.
Hey,
So, the state contract, different dealerships have the contracts throughout the state. I know with the trucks, it's a little different than the Explorers for like what we get. Ours, the Explorers go through Wade Ford in Smyrna. They have a lot of cars on the lot. If you do one and you have to order it, it is a long time, up to a year. The last ones that we actually went up there, they had them on the lot, and we took what they had because it met the criteria of what we were looking for. So I talked to Chief Johnson about this. He called me to get my contact up there, and I was under the impression when I talked to him, he was going to look for something on the lot. So
Okay.
I don't know if that's the case or not. I don't know what he's asked for or anything like that, but they usually have a bunch of them on the lot.
Okay, thank you. So we're good, that's what I'm
Yeah,
hearing.
there was one on the lot. That's what wanted the PO now to buy. It may not be there in July, but Tim knew
Oh.
this.
Oh, it won't be there.
So that was the issue. It was a white one. It's hard to find white, I guess, so
So what do y'all think?
well,
it's already been voted.
Oh, okay.
we've tabled it, but we can redo it if that's what the council wants to do. The main thing is getting the questions answered, and I don't know what the questions are. So July will be okay. We'll find another one,
Okay.
hopefully. And if not, they'll live without it till they get it.
I mean, the fact that Chiefs, I mean, he hasn't ever put one on a budget to actively, he hasn't ordered one. He said that they've got, it's just that they don't have a backup vehicle. Everybody's got vehicles now. And it would just be, I don't know, and I still, you know, who was this one for? Who was
This-
shifting?
This is to replace the chief's vehicle. They're driving the 2005 vehicle. The issue is with the reliability. Sometimes it's used as a backup for battalion chief, which is the car that responds emergencies. It doesn't have the, I guess, the get up and go, as they would say. This is why, you know, this came last minute, was Friday, and I actually told him to call you to make sure it was okay, because I don't like putting stuff on called meetings, especially a work session, but I said if Melanie's okay with it, then I'm okay with it, because it is a SPOS, but, you know, Tim's okay with it, we'll just,
Yeah, he was okay
find
with it, and
another
I
one.
mean, I've not ever, this is my first, because when I did the public works or whatever, there was nothing ever to go on, and this is my first
Thank you.
foray. Well, I mean, I did have the health department, but that went nowhere, but anyway, we won't go there. This is my first foray into that, and I just felt out of respect for my fellow committee members that if they had questions, which they do, that I'd like to get those answered, and this being kind of dropped on my lap on a Friday afternoon, and Chief got called away, he said he had an emergency, it just has, the timing has been off for me, and that's just the way I feel.
That's
fine.
good.
We
You're
have to live
good.
with
I
that.
just wanted to make sure we weren't encountering any problem with getting another vehicle, because
no, I mean, we'll find
Our
something else.
guys
If
need
it's,
it.
if it's there, it's there. If it's not, then we'll just order one, and if it's longer than a year, we'll just, the 3 trucks we ordered for, general fund, which is one for code enforcement, one for, public works, and I forgot who the other ones were. 2 of them came in, the other one will not come in, and it's gonna overlap the budget, so we're gonna end up canceling it. Because it's, you know, the way the budget works is whenever the vehicle is delivered, that's the budget it comes out of. It doesn't matter if you approved it for fiscal year '24, if it comes fiscal year '25, that's the budget it's coming out of, so we're gonna end up canceling it. But, you know, we'll have a year to find him a vehicle, so.
okay.
And I guess if any council member has a red vehicle, the fire department could use that for a while. What do you think?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm
You know a
relying on
council
somebody
member-
with experience.
You know a council member with a red car?
Oh, I do. A cute red car. Yes, indeed.
Just thinking.
And a cute black and white dog to go in it.
Okay, that truck has been tabled. Anything else, Melanie? Okay, thank you. And then we'll move on to Public Works Facilities. Patty Wolf.
This is the committee that doesn't have anything going on. But anyway, tonight we have a little something going on. I want to first thank Dustin and Danny for taking on this project immediately. An air conditioner went out at the senior center, so it became an emergency, as you can imagine, this time of year. So what we have in our packet is the invoice for the new air conditioner, and it's $20,200 plus a 5% contingency. And just for some background, Triad Mechanical said the unit had multiple issues and 2 compressors have quit working. So, and the unit is 18 years old, so it definitely is needed. Any questions from anybody about the air conditioner? It does have, for those who like to know about the warranties, has a 5-year manufacturer's parts and 1-year labor warranty. Any questions?
Yes, so on the agenda, it actually says 21,210. But in the packet, the Triad Mechanical is a little less than that. I know that'd probably still be okay to approve it for that budget, but I didn't know if we had another quote that came in and.
No,
this one maybe-
I think, Brandon, that's the 5%
that includes that
contingency.
5, okay. Oh, okay.
Do they have the unit, I hope?
Do they have the unit? Yeah.
Oh, good, okay.
Good.
Further quotes today, and hopefully I will have one more tomorrow, but there has been a quote come in, a lot, substantially cheaper than the 20,000.
Really? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
I believe Danny's fixing to give you a copy now.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll have one more coming from another company here. They promised me 6 today, it just didn't happen.
So Dustin, any idea when you'll be installing it, or they'll be installing
And
it?
I'd have to call them and find out. This is
Okay.
strictly just quotes and hope for the best.
Okay, is it still 74 degrees in there, as far as you know?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's not terrible.
So that's good, right?
Yeah, you see, guys, so
Okay.
for us would be better, yeah.
16.1, that's a lot of difference.
Who was the third one doing the quote, do you know?
The
Who was
third one will be.
The third company doing the
Snell
quote?
Heating and Air, and I haven't heard
I
back.
don't know, I just have the first one.
Okay.
No heating there.
So how do you want to, you want to wait till we get all three quotes? How do you want to do this?
If you take this motion you can take this motion in a couple different ways, but you can take it to replace the air conditioning in this senior center not to exceed 21,210.
Okay.
And then from there, staff can make the decision to go with a lesser. As
Okay.
long as they don't exceed that amount, then they'll get the gold star for saving some money. And then they can report back to you and let you know what quote they went to. As long as the quote doesn't exceed what you approve,
Okay,
there's no problem. Because this isn't a bid. It's not more than $100,000. You don't have to bid it with a particular, so you can just approve it not to exceed the 21,210.
okay, thank you. I'd like to make a motion in this case then that we approve this air conditioner not to exceed $21,210.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second? Okay, we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion is approved. With that said, if there's no other things that we need to talk about, it's the end of the agenda. I always hate to ask this because I get such a quick response, but do we have a motion to adjourn? No? Oh, we have one, okay. And a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Meeting is adjourned.